Networking, networking, networking. Today's daily tip is all about networking. Another name for MLM is network marketing. I want to talk to you today about not discriminating when you network. I'm not talking about racial discrimination, but I'm saying don't discriminate, don't pick and choose who you network with in a very restrictive way. You need to be networking with everybody. That means network with people who are in other MLM network marketing companies. There's nothing wrong with networking with them. You can learn something from them. Maybe your opportunity doesn't work out for you, and then you have a connection. Maybe their opportunity doesn't work out for them, and then you have a connection with them. They have a connection with you. So it's all about networking, and I'm shocked at the amount of people that they just don't network, or they only network with specific people, and they really limit. They become myopic. That's really, short-sighted. They become really myopic in their scope of networking. You need to have a very broad scope of networking. You should be networking with pretty much everybody, getting to know people, developing relationships. Now, here's the key. Okay, here's the real trick. Don't develop relationships with these people so that later you can use that relationship. Okay, don't use people in that way. It's very tempting to do that. You're like, oh, I'll just keep this relationship in my back pocket and maybe one day it will pay off. No. The relationship that you do, whether they're in another network marketing company or they're not interested in your product, or maybe they are, that's all irrelevant. Networking with them is awesome in building social capital. But social capital should never be abused, or it should never be used, because social capital is really just a fancy way of saying relationships. Okay, as a matter of fact, I'm not the biggest fan of the term social capital because it makes people into currency. Okay, and so but it's an accepted term, and I understand what it means. Network with everybody that you find. Develop relationships, and don't save those relationships to use later. Don't think maybe these relationships will pay off one day. In network marketing, developing the relationship is what the business is all about. And you'll be better for it. You'll be better for having more relationships. And yes, it will help your business, okay? But I have a strong philosophy here of not using people, not using social capital like people often use financial capital, okay? People are not currency. But today's tip, remember, is networking, networking, networking. Start developing relationships on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and everywhere you go. Start developing these relationships. Keep business cards. Stay in touch with people. Post on their blog, even if it's totally unrelated to what you're doing. You're developing relationships. You're practicing your networking skills. That's a good thing. And you're developing more real relationships. I think you'll find some really cool people out there. Probably make some new friends, some new companions, maybe some new business partners, maybe some new customers along the way. But make sure that you're networking and that you're not being myopic. You're not being short-sighted about networking with people. You're not saying, oh, well, you're not exactly right now. You're not looking to join an MLM opportunity, so we're going to not deal with you. No, become their friend, okay? Become a business partner with them. Become an advisor to them, or exchange ideas freely with them. Partner up with them even if they're not a part of your opportunity. It's all about networking. So today the challenge is find new ways to network and connect today with at least one, but I challenge you to do as many as 10 people. Network with 10 new people today. Find them on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, wherever, and start to network with these folks and see where those relationships go. But don't use people like currency. Okay, when you're developing this social capital, understand that the value of that social capital is in having it, not spending it, not using it, but just having that social capital. That itself is the value. And I may do another video sometime on social capital because I think it's a really interesting idea. But today, network, network, network with at least one new person, and maybe as many as 10. And share in the comments and let me know how that worked out for you. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks.